Why don't you do a swap? James Harden.
I do not want James Harden.
I'm just saying.
I don't want
Ben Simmons is still available.
I don't want James Harden.
Ben Simmons.
I don't want Russell Westbrook. I don't want John Wall.
Royce's thoughts. Yeah, Royce's thoughts. Royce's thoughts. Yeah, Royce's thoughts. Okay, step into the mind of a young boy genius, telling you what's going on in stadiums and arenas. We talking the NFL, we talking the NBA, we talking about the biggest sports news of the day. Got a favorite athlete, a team that you're thinking. Well, let's put it to the test and see where Royce ranks them. And listen, man, I could go on and on, but let's get into it, featuring his co-host Dom. Sit back, relax, and welcome to the pod, and let me introduce everybody to Royce's thoughts. I said sit back, relax, and welcome to the pod, and let me introduce everybody to Royce's thoughts.
All right. It's that time of the week again where we record a little podcast called
Royce's Thoughts.
As always, I'm your co-host.
Yes.
Dom. Sitting across from the namesake himself,
Royce.
we have Royce. So, how we doing, man?
We're doing it.
We are doing it. I'm going to be honest with you. We are upgrading ever so slowly our equipment. And sometimes you make an upgrade and you realize that you might have messed something up. And this is kind of where I'm at because I can hear myself and it's really weird. But it's all good, brah.
Yeah.
How'd your day been?
Eh.
Just a eh?
Yeah.
Why?
It's just been eh.
Just been eh.
Yeah.
Not good?
Eh.
No?
Eh. Eh.
Well?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that stuff didn't go well today. Is this
It's just like eh.
Is this like a 13-year-old thing? Like,
No,
you
it's
know,
just eh. It's like it wasn't a good day. I've had better days, but I've also had worse days.
You've had better days, but you've had worse days.
Yeah,
okay,
so
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So look, we took a week off last week. Mainly because we were gripping ourselves for the world's largest snowstorm. I'm not gonna lie, kind of disappointed.
Yeah.
We didn't get that much snow. We did get a lot of ice though. So
I've always liked ice more than snow. Yep, I said it.
Why?
Because I could slide on the ice.
You could slide on the ice. Okay. I mean, to each his own. As someone who drives and who worries about power going out when there's a ton of ice, I don't necessarily love ice, but I do like the thought of having ice, like from a play standpoint, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So I get you. Okay. So is there anything really to talk about that happened? No?
I don't know. Is there?
I mean, I feel like there is.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So I'm playing with audio settings while I'm trying to talk. So, there's that. If we lose me, it is what it is. Okay. Olympics have started. We have a Super Bowl.
Yes.
Baseball is not doing anything.
Yeah, baseball's baseball.
Basketball is...
The all-star teams were announced in basketball.
All-star teams were announced in basketball.
And all the other all-star stuff.
Trade deadline.
Trade deadline is
we had a monster trade yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
49ers lost game. Other than that, it's been pretty bland 2 weeks, right? I feel like we should start. So...
Where should we start?
We should start with the 49ers. The AFC and NFC Championship.
The 49ers had a good run.
They had a great run. We played with house money. Jimmy G did a Jimmy G move. But I'm going to be honest with you. In my opinion, my humble opinion, Jimmy did exactly what I expected Jimmy to do, which was not win us the game. We did everything we needed to do. We were up 2 scores late in the game. The fans showed out. It was great. But we needed Jimmy to be able to put together a drive before the last drive. And he couldn't. And that's why Jimmy won't be a 49er next year. Now, I'm not saying that's a good thing. Because I did see Trey Lance this year, and I'm not sure that he's quite ready. But I know that you just can't have – you can't be that close and have quarterback questions. But, okay, why don't you give a quick recap of the game, though?
Of the NFC Championship?
Yeah.
Well, it happened, the game. It was a good game.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good game. It was a close game until like the very end when it wasn't a close game anymore.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was 20-17, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It was like it never was a far game away.
Yeah. I would give a recap if I remember like exactly what happened. But what I do remember is one dude, it was either on the 49ers, it was either Tart or it was oh my gosh, there's the other guy.
Talking about the dropped pick.
Yeah.
Jaquaski Tart.
Yeah. And he dropped the what would have been an interception.
Yeah, and I remember texting you at that moment, and I said, the game's over.
Yeah. And then I also remember that Jimmy Garoppolo threw an interception.
Jimmy Garoppolo threw an interception.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And I remember George Kittle caught a touchdown. I think.
So here's where I'm at. And I really do mean this in the nicest way possible. The 49ers shouldn't have been where they were.
Absolutely not.
So
if the Seahawks were in the NFC Championship game, we'd be in the Super Bowl right now. If it was the Seahawks and the 49ers, we would be in the Super Bowl right now.
Not by that logic, actually.
Actually, yes, we would. If we would have made it past everyone else, if we would have been good enough to get into the playoffs, we would have beaten the 49ers.
I don't know about that. And the reason is because here's the prob, Bob. The 49ers had beaten the Rams 6 straight times.
Yeah, and then they lost.
Just like the Seahawks have beaten the 49ers like 6 straight times. Maybe 7.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have lost.
Just saying. You can't count them. You can't count them until the game happens.
We would have won.
And I know you want to think that you would have won.
I know that we would have won.
I don't know that you would have won.
We would have.
I don't know.
We would have.
Okay. But I don't think so.
We would.
Maybe.
We would have.
Maybe not. Okay, question for you.
Yes.
AFC Championship.
AFC Championship.
To me, okay, so the NFC was good. I care. I'm a 49er fan. So, look, it's good on the Ravens. Good on the Rams. Glad they made it. Matthew Stafford, great story. What about the AFC Championship game?
The AFC Championship game was also a very close game, but that was not the story at halftime. It was like 24-3, or maybe a little bit before halftime. It was 24-3. And then the Bengals scored 21 unanswered points, and then it was a tied game. And then its final score was 27-24.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So it was 24-24, and the game goes in overtime. When the Chiefs win the toss, and I think to myself, just like Josh Allen did, I think to myself, this game is over. Josh Allen tweeted pain after the Chiefs won the toss. But then the Bengals defense stepped up, and Patrick Mahomes threw an interception, which led to the game-winning field goal by the rookie Evan McPherson. And then the Bengals win, and now they are in the Super Bowl.
And then the Bengals win, and now they're in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Hey, by the way,
never thought I'd say
while
that.
you were giving that fix, I fixed the audio problem.
Yeah.
I don't hear myself twice. Do
Nice.
you hear yourself?
What?
You don't hear yourself now at all, do you?
No.
See? We fixed it.
Yeah.
Okay. You just said something that I cannot gloss over. You said, I never thought I'd say the Bengals in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, never thought I would.
I personally never thought I'd say that. And I know that the Bengals have been bingling it. Like, they are great the last 6 weeks of this season.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow's on a tear. It is still hard for me to think the Bengals have a shot to win this game.
Yeah.
But I didn't think they had a shot to beat Kansas City.
In the week 1 of the preseason, they had a 0.4 chance of making it to the Super Bowl.
0.4?
0.4.
Oh. Dang, man, I should have bet them odds.
Yes.
So I have to go back to something because I don't want to gloss over the fact that Patrick Mahomes had a 98-something passer rating in the first half and a 1.4 passer rating in the second half.
1.4?
I'm pretty sure it's 1.4. I will look it up to confirm, but it was like, Royce, he might be broken.
I don't think he's broken.
I've never seen him play that bad.
I don't think he is broken. I think he's Patrick Mahomes.
What do you think happened though? Like, did they get in their head? Like, what happened?
I don't know.
Yeah. So in the first half, 98.0 passer rating in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
1.4.
1.4.
Like, it's stunning. Basically, he did nothing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, there's a reason that they lost the game, and Patrick's the reason.
Okay.
And that kind of pains me to say that because Patrick Mahomes has been so solid.
Yeah.
I blame Jackson Mahomes.
Oh my God. Who wouldn't? Isn't he like the blame to every game? I saw somewhere, what are we going to do if Patrick Mahomes' wife pours Skyline chili on all the Bengals fans after the game if they win?
I mean, dude, like, I don't know. That it's hard for me as a sports fan when I see significant others or family members being bigger personalities than the players themselves.
Yeah.
And it's really hard, especially when the player's really good.
Yeah.
So it makes me like, I kind of feel some kind of way about Patrick Mahomes that he would put up with that. It's not fair to him, but it does kind of make me feel, You know what I mean? Like, that's nasty. Okay, so I need your pick. Bengals, Rams. Who's winning?
I got final score 24-30.
24-30.
Yes.
Who's winning?
The Los Angeles Rams.
Okay. Can I give you my honest opinion?
Yes.
I have been feeling worse and worse about this Super Bowl every day because I'm beginning to think that there's a really good chance that with 2 weeks to prepare for the Bengals, at some point, it feels like the Bengals have to wake up and realize that they're the Bengals. Now, that could just be years of trauma, right? I've never seen the Bengals relevant in my relevant lifetime. I know the 49ers have beaten them twice, but it was in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
But also, what if the Bengals blitz the Rams? Because that's the other possibility.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a close game.
You don't think it's going to be a close game?
No, but I don't know who's going to win. I think it should be the Rams.
Should be the Rams. But, yeah.
So, on top of that, I'm super excited about the halftime show.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Who are you looking forward to most? Or what are you looking forward to most? Halftime show or the game?
Definitely the halftime show.
Okay, so of the halftime show, who?
Either Snoop and Dre or Kendrick.
Okay. I'm just going to tell you, 21-year-old me is loving this. Like, I am so excited for the Super Bowl halftime show. So I don't know. Hopefully, I saw a leaked set list. I don't know if it's real or not. If it is real, I don't know how we're going to be able to hear it. Because it should be like beeping every other, like beep, 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 words, beep, words, beep, 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 words. But I don't know. We'll see. It could be epic.
I'm gonna be so sad if it's like really not that good.
What if it's like Weekend last year, where like halfway through everybody's like, "What are we watching? What is happening right now?"
You're just running all over the place.
Yeah, and he ran from like one end of the stadium to the other, and like there was 400 of them at one point, and then there was one.
I thought Ariana Grande was gonna come out.
I know.
I was disappointed.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to get back because we have a voicemail today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You want to hear it now?
Sure.
It happens to be around the topic that we're talking about. So let's just hear it. This is something else that I'm super excited about because we should now be able to hear this voicemail right now. Let me hit play.
Hey, Royce, it's Jerry. Hey, quick question. I want your pick for the Super Bowl, and it's not the pick that you may think of. Heads or tails? Thanks, guys.
Ooh.
Have a great week.
Heads or tails? I have a 50% chance of getting this question right. Now, what I've done in the past for situations was to flip a coin and see whether it would be heads or tails. But I'm not doing that. Six of the last 8 times, the toss has been tails.
Hold up, bro. You just know these stats? You just coming out with these stats?
Yes, I know that. 6 of the last 8 times, it has been tails. So, this is easily going to be just like the rest of them, and it is going to be tails. But if you thought that, you'd be wrong, because it's actually going to be heads.
Okay, so you're going on record saying it's going to be heads.
It's heads. Yes,
heads.
It's going to be heads.
Do you know, and you know who the home team is?
The Rams.
No.
The Rams aren't the home team?
The Rams are not the home team.
Oh, my God.
So the Rams would be calling the coin toss in their home stadium. Though I don't know. I think they just alternate every year, so this is AFC's chance to be at home. I need to actually find out because at one point the Bengals were seriously considering taking the Rams locker room.
Because
they have the choice.
They're the
yeah.
Wow.
But I know the NFL was kind of like playing around with that because that stadium is Rams and Chargers. So technically there's not a home team locker room.
Yeah.
So I don't know because they have a visiting team locker room as well. So I don't know what they ever decided, but yeah, so the Rams are going to call the toss. So you're saying Rams, and it's going to be heads.
It's going to be heads.
No matter what.
Yeah, but I think the Bengals will win the toss.
So, okay, so the Rams are going to call tails because they know the stats that you just said.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be Bengals ball. Okay. All right.
Well, no, it won't be Bengals ball because I bet the Bengals.
They're going to defer.
I think the Bengals will kick it.
Yeah.
To start.
So, last thing before we move on, I also read a similar stat, which is kind of crazy. Even though kickoffs are like not a part of the game anymore, right?
Yeah.
I mean, rarely do kickoffs happen. That 18 of the last 20 kicks in the Super Bowl, the opening kick, have been returned. There's been 2 touchbacks. 18 of the last 20.
I was thinking like they returned them for a touchdown.
No.
That they
like the opening kick
that the person actually ran the ball and didn't.
Yeah, and what they're saying is like all the adrenaline and juice, like kickers kick it short. So I don't know. All right, so you're going heads, and we'll see if there's a return.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there will be a touchback.
I would agree.
All right, so. With that, I want to talk quickly about the Olympics.
All right.
Because the Olympics are on now. It's week 1 of the Winter Olympics. I know there was Olympics just like 6 weeks ago because it was Summer Olympics. But it's weird, but it's cool because I love the Olympics. However, America sucks at Winter Olympics.
Yeah, we're not that good. I just want Denmark to win.
Denmark to win what?
The Olympics.
Everything?
The Winter Olympics.
Just win the Winter Olympics?
Yeah.
The medal count?
I think they were in second, maybe, when I last checked.
Let's look it up. I'm going to say this, that it's not that America sucks. And I realize this every Winter Olympics. I just forget 4 years later that it's just not really our thing. Like, there are a lot of sports that don't aren't relevant
it was-
in.
It was Norway.
Yeah, I was about to say. First of all, Germany's leading the gold medal count. Norway's tied with Austria. Russia has 11 total. Where's Denmark? Ain't even on the list, bro.
No, I don't see Denmark at all. I thought that Denmark was Norway.
Denmark has not won a medal. So
I forgot that it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's all good. So you want Norway to win?
Yeah, Norway. We'll go Norway
Okay, I have a question for you.
or Sweden.
What
or the
matters?
Netherlands.
What matters more? Gold medals or winning the most medals?
Winning the most medals. If you are the athlete,
Mm-hmm.
you would like to have the most gold medals. But I feel like if you are the country, as a country, you would want the most medals in total.
So you have it. So let's just scenario it out.
'Cause
You, the country. So the country of Royce.
I'm the country
Okay.
of Royce.
The country of Royce. You could come home with 36 bronze medals.
36.
36 bronze medals. No gold, no silver.
Oh, well.
36
When
bronze.
you put it like that.
No, I'm just 36 bronze or 5 gold medals,
And nothing else.
1 silver,
1 silver.
1 bronze.
1 bronze.
So 7 total medals or 36 bronze medals.
Well, if I didn't have any gold medals, then it may be different because I feel like I need a gold medal.
Mm-hmm.
But
36 medals would put you at the top of the medal count. So you would be number 1 country, but your 7 total medals will put you at like 11.
does one really win the Olympics? Because you know what? I'm gonna go with the gold medals because the Olympics is not about the country. The Olympics is about the athletes representing their country.
You literally just flip-flopped.
Yep, I did. Because like if you're really good at getting gold medals, that means you're not really good at getting anything else.
What?
Which is like if you're really good at getting gold medals,
Uh-huh.
you're really good at that, but you could be like really bad at this.
Okay.
Or you're really good at you're really good at getting gold medals, and you're really bad at getting everything else because you're so good at getting gold medals. You're so good at getting gold medals that it is impossible to win any other medal.
Interesting. Here's what I would say.
I will take the 36 gold medal option.
36 gold medal option.
Gold medal, not bronze. I want the golds.
Here's what I'll say. I agree with you to an extent. What I would actually say is it's the opposite. I think
You
countries,
agree with me, but the exact opposite of what I said.
No. I agree with you to the extent that medals matter and
Yes.
whatever. What I'm saying is I actually think if you were to ask the Olympians themselves in a moment when you're training.
Well, you can't ask the athletes.
Well,
they would say it's for their country.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying when they're saying what would they rather win, they're going to say, I want the gold medal. You want to be the best in the world.
Absolutely.
Gold medal means you're best in the world.
Yes.
However, there are a lot of other countries that compete. Like some of these ski races I've been watching, there's like 60 people skiing and only 3 people are going to get a medal.
Mhm.
That's it. So if you can be one of the first, second, or third best in the world, in the moment, I think you have disappointment that you didn't win gold.
Yeah.
But I think later in life, like I'm going to be just as happy with my silver medal as I would be. I'd rather have a silver medal than no medal.
Yeah.
But I think as a country, that's where I'm going to disagree. I think as a country, like, I don't really know that anybody's bragging, we won the most medals in the Olympics, but they are bragging we won the most gold medals in the Olympics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right, another question. The Canadian hockey team.
The Canadian, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about the
this is
Canadian
an
hockey
example.
team? Yeah.
The Canadian hockey team. They win a gold medal. There's
They win a
18 people on the team.
It's not a gold medal.
Is that 1 medal or 18?
I feel like they count it as 1, but it's not 1. It's 18 gold medals.
They do count it as 1. That is so. Of all the actual medal arguments, my argument is that you should be counted
Yes.
the medals that the team is allowed to win.
Yeah.
So, like, let's just say if the Russian hockey team only has 14 players, but you can have 15 spots, you should get 15 medals for that spot. Just like the bobsled team, if it's a 4-man bobsled, it should count for 4 medals. If it's a 2-man, it should count for 2 medals. technically it's all going to end up the same in the wash anyway. But I do think that winning a team sport should count more than just one medal.
Yeah, because I don't know. I was
on the
gonna
medal
give.
table.
I
Go
was,
ahead.
I was gonna give an example
Mm-hmm.
because, like, if you are the Canadian hockey team, you have 18 players. You take off one of those players, you may not win the gold medal.
Right.
And I'm trying to see how this connects to being one gold medal.
Mm-hmm.
But you take off one of those players, and you may not win the gold medal. And this somehow will connect to
Okay. I'm
the thing
waiting.
from earlier. That's my explanation. It just
Oh,
will.
that's it.
It just will.
You're done now.
It just connects. Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. I did not think you were done now, but
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know.
Well, so I think that's the weird cross section. So with the Olympics, you have a bunch of individual training,
Mhm.
individual sports. You have team training, team sports. I don't know. It's weird.
Mhm.
Also, last Olympic fact, and then we'll move on to some basketball talk. Did you know coaches do not get medals?
What?
So the
Wait, the
Canadian
coaches
hockey team coach
Uh-huh.
will not receive a gold medal if the team wins a gold medal.
Is that just the Winter Olympics or is that all Olympics?
All Olympics.
Then what's the point of coaching?
Only athletes. I mean, you could still say I'm a gold medal coach, but like Coach K has no gold medals
Oh.
from winning the USA basketball. Now, let's be real. Do they get one printed up and hang it for him? Sure. But I'm just saying, like, he technically has no gold medal for being an Olympic coach. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Okay. I don't really have a lot to talk about for Olympics, like other than
Yeah.
those questions, but the look on your face about the 18 versus 1 was priceless. So that being said, let's move on because I have a basketball question.
Basketball. All right. What is the basketball question?
Russell Westbrook has been benched,
Twice.
and he's vocal now that he should have been on the court last night during their 30-point loss.
It was actually only like 15.
They were down by like 30 at one point, though.
Yeah, they were. Weird.
Can you just get what's going on? Just give me
I don't
me
know.
the Lakers. You haven't vented about it in a while. I need to know.
It's first half of the season. Russell Westbrook is what I am hoping. I'm hoping it's just the first half of the season. He'll get better in the second half. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know that that's the case because I feel like I don't know. I feel like Russell Westbrook is I don't know what he is anymore. He has made in the last couple of games. I don't know how many. He has 14 made shots. He has 14 turnovers.
He's bad.
I would rather have Stanley Johnson on the court.
Who?
Stanley Johnson.
Uh,
Stanley Johnson has been a good rotational piece for the Lakers this year.
There's no way.
I'm not saying you have to know who Stanley Johnson is.
No. It's fine. What I'm saying is, can we let go? Like, it's done, right? The Russ experiment is done. Like,
See, but
why not trade him?
But listen, what I'm afraid is going to happen. He's going to be really bad. But then if he stays, hopefully he'll be really good. But if we trade him, and then he's really good for the team that we trade him to, then I'm going to regret trading him.
Okay, so
Or if we don't trade him and he's still really bad, then I'm going to also regret not trading him.
So here's what I'll say. There's a team yesterday, 2 teams that made some trades that I do think the Lakers should have been in the market for. So the Pacers, you know the trade details?
I know the players.
Okay.
The Pacers sent DeMontis Sabonis and Jeremy Lamb to the
Jeremy Lamb
and Jeremy Lamb. It's one person, but Woj tweeted out. He said,
oh, did he?
He said
Oh,
Jeremy
that's
Lamb
funny.
twice.
And Justin Holiday.
To the Kings for Buddy Hield, Tyrese Halliburton, and
Tristan
Thompson. That's
Yep.
right. Yeah.
Sacramento, the Kings also get a pick in 2027, second round pick, whatever.
It's a second round pick.
I know. That they apparently required from. Literally, it was the pick will presumably be the Utah selection. The Pacers acquired from Cleveland. So the Kings have the Utah selection from the Pacers that they got from Cleveland.
What are you doing in Sacramento?
So here's my question. How come the Lakers aren't trying to get young talent like Tyrese Halliburton or Buddy Hield?
I didn't even know Tyrese Halliburton was on the market.
Well,
I didn't
no
know
one
he
did.
was available.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of hot reaction out of Sacramento where people are like, I'm done with this team.
Yeah. Buddy Hield was a guy that we should have definitely tried to get.
Absolutely.
Definitely Buddy Hield.
The Lakers to me are baffling, and I don't know if LeBron really is the GM, and if he is, I think he failed. Because
In this case, he's not the GM. But when we make a good move, he is.
Right. The Lakers didn't need the reunion tour with Russell Westbrook and
We actually could have
Carmelo.
gotten Buddy Hield.
you could have gotten Buddy Hield.
We were going to trade for Buddy Hield.
Yeah. You could have kept a lot of your young talent too. You could have kept Trezor. You could have kept KCP.
Traded for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah. You could have kept a lot of those pieces. And you would have had the problem for me is never that the Lakers don't have enough superstars, is that they don't have anybody to win games when LeBron.
When all these guys are hurt or
Mhm.
retired.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you now. Trade deadline is not. When's the trade deadline?
I have no clue.
I think it's.
I
think
hope
it's
that the
Tuesday.
trade deadline is after the All-Star break.
I don't
think that it is.
That's what I said. I thought it was.
It's either the contract extension deadline that is before or after.
Okay, so my hope
One or
for
the other.
you is that I do think the season's over.
Yeah, maybe. There's a chance.
Somebody will take Russ next year. It is what it is. February. Oh, it's tomorrow.
The trade deadline is tomorrow.
I think so. Let me make sure. Yeah, trade deadline is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Hey, your boy wants out too. So maybe while you're at it, speaking of reunion tour, why don't you do a swap? James Harden.
I do not want James Harden.
I'm just saying.
I don't want
Ben
Ben
Simmons is still available.
I don't want James Harden.
Ben
I
Simmons.
don't want Russell Westbrook.
But-
I don't want John Wall.
But wouldn't Ben Simmons be good for the
No.
Lakers? He doesn't
No.
shoot. He's just
Yes,
gonna play defense and
But if we need him to shoot, he won't shoot. If we need Russell Westbrook to stop shooting, he's going to keep shooting. There's always going to be some sort of problem.
right. But would you rather have the person who passes too much and plays too much defense than the person who passes
Yes, I
none
would.
and shoots all the time and is a loaf on defense?
And hits the top of the backboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I guess I'll take Ben Simmons instead. I can't believe I said that.
I mean, I'll be honest. It's over for the Lakers this year. I really do. I just don't see how they can come back. They're not even in playoff contention right now. Aren't they 10th seed?
We're like 9th or 10th.
I mean, they're sliding, and I mean, you're sliding tough.
So are the Nets.
The Nets are. I mean, yeah, the Nets don't look any better. The Nets are all the way down to the 8th seed.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep.
The Lakers are the 9, and you're 4 games
Still-
up on the Pelicans for the 10 spot.
Still in the playoffs. Speaking of the New Orleans Pelicans,
Mm-hmm.
the New Orleans Pelicans traded away Josh Hart and Nikhil Alexander-Walker, who also got traded again to the Jazz, but we won't talk about that, for Joe Ingles.
Wait, they traded.
They
What?
traded, yeah, the Jazz traded Joe Ingles.
Well, but he's hurt for the rest of the year. I didn't know they traded him.
Yeah, they traded him for Nikhil. It was a 3-team deal with the Jazz, Spurs, and the Blazers.
What?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Joe Ingles was the man there, though.
But anyway,
Okay.
the New Orleans Pelicans traded away Nikhil Alexander-Walker, Josh Hart, and another guy who I cannot pronounce the name of.
Okay.
It starts with an L. His last name does. To the Blazers for Larry Nance, CJ McCollum, and the Blazers traded away their best player, Tony Snell. Tony Snell is actually a great shooter. He shot like 50, 100 last year.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
One time,
Yeah.
And they traded away CJ McCollum.
So I was surprised about that. Because I really was wondering if Dame, like, this is it then, right? He's gone
has
after
to
this
be.
year?
That would be the most loyal person I have ever seen. If after you trade away your entire roster, you stay.
I mean, he's not going. He won't get traded.
No.
But I think he's done. Isn't he? He's in the last year of his contract, isn't he? I think so.
I have no clue.
If not, it'll be one of those sign and trade, re-sign and trades.
Yeah.
NBA's heating up from I will be honest, this is where I like to start paying attention to the NBA because the trade deadline happens, the All-Star game happens, and then the second season, which is shorter than the first half of the season. Because you would think the All-Star break would be in the middle of the season. No. You got like 30 games left and then the playoffs. So like this is now like I can start to get in the NBA. Football will be done. Like I'm ready.
Baseball's not doing anything.
Yeah, dude, baseball.
I don't know what's up with that.
What the heck, man?
I don't know.
Side note, my buddy Greg sent a text and said, paraphrasing, that baseball is no longer testing for steroids because the steroid policy or whatever, the drug policy ran up and they haven't renewed that yet either. And I was like, oh, that would be news if baseball were a thing. Can't test for a league that, doesn't exist.
Doing anything. Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you this. Before you said they were gonna get it together, figure it out, and they would play. How you feeling about that now?
I think you're gonna have to delay spring training. Definitely
Well, isn't it already delayed?
No clue. Might be. Definitely, if they haven't already, need to delay that. But the problem is that if you have to delay opening day, in which if it keeps going like this, they are going to have to delay the rest of the MLB forever. Because
what do you mean?
If it keeps going like this, you're gonna have to like give up on the MLB and never play baseball again and just watch
again.
Yeah,
like
in America,
we'll never
Well,
have
if it
baseball
keeps going
again,
like this meaning they are not playing, then you would never play MLB in the MLB again.
Well, they'll figure it out eventually, right?
Hopefully. I mean, I don't have that much faith in the MLB to ever figure out baseball again.
So ESPN, I'll say this, ESPN on their site, and I've been following this mainly for our podcast only. They usually were tweeting out really good updates about what's the latest, like almost daily. They ain't tweeted no updates. They haven't updated this article since January 25th. And it says on January 25th, the update was that Major League Baseball indicated for the first time is open to pre-arbitration bonus pool, which basically a lot of this is just about money and the drugs that they are testing for. That's it. That's the last. They ain't talking.
Yeah.
They're not talking. They're not. It's not. I think the owners are going to say, we're going to call your bluff, thinking the players haven't been prepared for this. I don't know. Okay, so what else? You better say something.
Well, the NBA All-Star rosters were announced.
Yes.
East and West. These are the rosters before they will be picked. The team captains. Well, we'll start with the starters.
Okay.
In the East, the captain, Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and then these are the rest of the starters. Giannis Antetokounmpo, DeMar DeRozan, Joel Embiid, Trae Young. However, Kevin Durant will not be playing. So,
is he hurt?
Yeah.
Still? Okay.
Filling his spot will be in the starters will be Jason Tatum.
Okay.
And then the East reserves. Fred VanVleet, Chris Middleton, Zach LaVine, James Harden, Darius Garland, Jimmy Butler, LaMelo Ball.
How you feel about that?
Well, LaMelo Ball was not an all-star, but when Kevin Durant went out, Jason Tatum, who was a reserve, had to fill a spot, so they needed an extra reserve, and they got LaMelo Ball. I'm happy with the East All-Stars.
Okay.
Pretty good. Happy with that. I'm glad Darius Garland is an All-Star. I feel like he deserved to be an All-Star. But everything else, I agree with.
Okay.
And then the head coach is Eric Spoelstra.
How do they choose a head coach?
Do
they just send out like
I think it's
an email
best team in the conference
at the time of voting or what? Because
I guess so. Yeah, I don't know.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So West
captain LeBron James. And then it is Steph Curry, Nikola Jokic, Ja Morant, and Andrew Wiggins.
You sound not happy about Andrew Wiggins.
Because I'm not.
Do you want to talk about
Andrew
that right now,
Wiggins,
or do you want to wait?
This is why. I mean, I'm going to be honest. The fan vote should not be a thing, but neither should the player vote because Ben Simmons and John Wall also got player votes. So just have the coaches vote the entire time because they watch the players play. Player fan vote eliminated. Just go with the coaches.
I do think that in today's day and age when All-Star games don't matter, that you need to give fans a chance to vote. But I don't agree with how much weight the fan vote has on it.
Yeah.
Because
all of the starters picked by fan vote.
I was going to say, with all due respect, and I'm going to say this, you're going to get mad at me. It is what it is. Should LeBron James be the captain of the West?
Who else should it be?
He's a starter. He's always going to be a starter. I'm just saying, like,
captain. Yes.
He's not been the best player in the West this year. And that's the way I look at the captain.
He's LeBron James.
But I know.
The next option is Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
And it should definitely be Nikola Jokic. But at the same time, it should not be Nikola Jokic because
you just don't like
because it's the Denver Nuggets and it's Nikola Jokic.
Okay, so hit up those reserves.
Reserves: Devin Booker, Luka Doncic, Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul, Karl Anthony Towns, and Draymond Green. But Draymond Green is injured, will not play. He was replaced by DeJounte Murray.
I have a problem with Draymond Green's not an All-Star.
No, definitely not. He should not be an All-Star.
Fan vote hashtag.
I don't think the reserves is the fan vote.
I don't know how they get there though. Is that players? Then players wouldn't have voted for him.
I think
he hadn't played enough this year to be an All-Star.
I don't know. I don't know what the reserves are decided by.
I don't know.
And then the head coach of the West, or the head coach of Team LeBron, is Monty Williams of the Phoenix Suns.
I do think that it should have been Devin Booker over Andrew Wiggins.
Yes, I would also agree.
Okay, so we'll see. I'm just really waiting on them to announce the slam dunk contest participants.
They have.
Who is it?
Would you like to see the slam dunk contest participants?
Sure.
All right. Here we go. I feel like we should start with the skills challenge. Skills challenge, there are 3 teams. It is the Team Rooks with Josh Giddey, Cade Cunningham, Scotty Barnes. It is the Team Cavs with Jarrett Allen, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley. And then it is the Team Antetokounmpos with Giannis Antetokounmpo, Thanasis Antetokounmpo, and Alex Antetokounmpo.
Okay.
And then 3-point contest. Patty Mills, Luke Kennard, Fred VanVleet, Karl Anthony Towns, Desmond Bane, Zach LaVine, Trae Young, and you ready for this? CJ McCollum.
Okay.
And then
a lot of people.
And then the dunk contest. Jalen Green, Obi Toppin, Cole Anthony, Juan Toscano Anderson.
Oh, we're only still doing 4.
Yeah.
I'm giving up. I don't care. Nothing that you just said for all 3 of those things makes me want to watch this. So I'm not going to watch it.
I might watch the skills challenge.
It's not true. I'll watch it. It's always on, and I like NBA Saturday Night. I get it.
All of it,
but I just don't. Can we get more than 4 people in the dunk contest?
Yeah.
Can we get it's just, and it's a letdown now.
Yeah. I think in the last year of his career, whenever he decides that, I feel like LeBron should be in the dunk contest.
He should have, but he ain't going to. He'll never do it.
No, he won't.
Okay, so look, we're 45 minutes into this thing. I do think we need to get to the top 10, or it's top 10. Golly,
Top 10.
your top 5. However, you told me that we were requested to talk about.
Oh yeah, we were.
What were we requested to talk about?
We were requested to talk about the Great American Race or the Great Race, one of the two. We were requested to talk about that. And so now we will be talking about that.
What is that?
The Great Race is a great race. And
which is
a great race.
What is the race called, Royce?
It might be the Daytona 500.
It 100% is the Daytona 500.
Yes, exactly.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I got nothing. I was really excited to see what the Los Angeles track speedway thing was gonna look like, and then I didn't watch it. But Joe Logano won the Clash at LA Memorial, so there's that.
Yeah.
Okay, Daytona 500.
Daytona 500
is usually the race that starts the NASCAR season.
Yes.
I do know that.
Yeah.
So with that, that's the extent of my NASCAR knowledge.
Yes.
I will tell you that I went through a phase when I was about 16 years old until I was about 22 years old because my friend Greg actually loved freaking NASCAR. And I started watching it and I really got hooked on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they changed all the stuff, and then the restrictor plates came out because they were making it safer, and there weren't as many crashes. And I stopped watching. I did.
Wow, can't believe you.
But I will tell you,
to see people get
huh?
Nothing.
It's not that I wanted to see people die, but it was really.
I didn't say die. I just said get hurt.
Oh, I thought you said die. But like, it's not that I wanted to see people get hurt. It was entertaining to also watch these drivers try to get through unscathed.
Yeah. I don't see how you pass people in NASCAR. Just like,
dude,
it doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna tell you what, there's some views that you can pay for where like you get like driver access and you can see the car and you can hear the radio chatter and stuff. I encourage anyone, if you truly don't know anything about NASCAR, you just think it's like just people driving cars, you're ridiculously wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like them fools be driving 188 miles an hour this close to a wall. And like it's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I feel like you got something for us, so let's lay it on us.
There's an Xbox car making its Daytona 500 debut.
Okay,
now that's pretty cool because it's Xbox.
That's all you got, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but well, I will say this. You can watch the Daytona 500 on Fox.
Mm-hmm.
It's taking place at the Daytona International Speedway. It's on Sunday, February 20th, 2:30 p.m. You should watch it because it's cars and they go really fast and they almost hit walls.
I will be sure to send this tape off to the NASCAR people so they can use this in their promo because we have crushed the sport.
We have.
All right. It's now time for the most
anticipated
segment
in
all
of
sports.
Where
Royce Ranks. Ranks. Is Ranks just one? Ranks. So we're like where
Royce Ranks.
So it is rank. We say Ranks. Okay. Royce
Rankum.
Well, no, but like I didn't know if I would say where Royce and you would say, or like you say Royce and I say Ranks and then you say kind of like make him say nope. Okay, sorry. Super Bowl. Wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you started this a while ago.
I did.
We did second baseman last time. So are you doing the traditional order of baseball player numbers? Are we moving over to third base?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
We are not going to shortstop.
Okay.
Shortstop is next week. And I would like to add a note that I forgot the catchers. after the pitchers, and I accidentally did first base. So the catchers will be after shortstops.
Okay, so we'll do all of the infield battery
Yes.
before we get to
the outfield.
So you did because it goes pitcher 1, catcher 2,
Yeah, I forgot the
third
catchers.
baseman 3, fourth baseman 4, or first baseman 3, second baseman 4, third baseman 5. But you forgot the 2.
Yeah.
Okay, third baseman.
Third baseman.
Honorable mentions.
Yeah, just because I felt like I had to put him in, but I don't really think he should be an honorable mention. But it's Manny Machado.
What?
Yeah, Manny Machado.
Why don't you think he should be an honorable mention?
I don't know. Because he's Manny Machado.
You
I
just
don't really like
him.
Manny Machado.
I was about to say, I was like, my man is really good at third base, though.
Yeah, but I don't really like Manny Machado.
Okay, I mean, and it's your list, so you get to do what you want with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we have more honorable mentions?
No.
Okay, number 5.
Number 5, Austin Riley. Great young player for the Atlanta Braves.
Got it. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
and he just won
go
the
ahead.
World Series. So.
He did. Now that I have this sound effects machine, I should have a thing that says number 5 and then number 4. All right, we'll have that ready for next week. Okay, number 4.
Number 4, Matt Chapman of the Oakland A's.
I don't know who he is.
These are the third baseman for the Oakland A's.
I mean, I figured that out because you just said it, but no. All right,
Yeah.
so you had Omar Riley for number 5. No, Austin Riley. Just kidding. Austin Riley for the Braves at 5.
Uh-huh.
Matt Chapman
Matt Chapman.
for the A's
Yes.
at 4.
Mhm.
Number 3.
Number 3, we have Rafael Devers of the Boston Red Sox.
Is that hard for you to say
Yes.
because he's a Boston Red Sox
Yeah.
and you're a New York Yankees fan?
Yeah.
Who are the Pirates' rivals? I need to figure this
When
out.
you're so bad, you don't have rivals.
I mean, I need to know. I'm a Pirates fan now.
Well, the Reds
Okay.
are good ones, and then I guess the Cubs, Reds, Cubs, Cardinals, and then the Brewers are also in the NL West.
Okay.
But nobody's really
You're
rivals.
literally just naming the people in their division.
Yes, I am, but nobody's really rivals with the
Pirates.
Brewers.
Brewers. I think I might need to change my team up.
I mean, you definitely don't want to be a Pirates fan.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be a Pirates fan. I'm gonna change it up. I just don't know who yet. All right, number 2.
Number 2, we have Nolan Arenado,
No. I know who he plays for. I should know this. I know this. Who is he play for?
the Cardinals.
Cardinals. Okay, got it.
I also don't like the Cardinals,
I mean, that's fine.
so that also kind of hurt, but not as bad as Rafael Devers. So
Okay, so then who's number 1?
number 1, Jose Ramirez, Cleveland Guardians. Still think they should have gone with the Spiders,
I
but
was going to say, it's so weird for me to hear that. Speaking of weird name, okay, well, hold up. So this has been.
I
can't do the recap because I don't know these players. I really feel like I should know baseball, but baseball's not helping me out wanting to know baseball. They're not playing.
yes, that's a fair point.
So this has been an installment of Royce Ranks,
Mhm.
third baseman, top
Yes.
third baseman in the league.
Yes.
Speaking of weird name changes, the football team went with a name, and I do not believe they should have gone with that name.
No, I don't think they should have. They did so bad at hiding their name. They had in the stadium. They had Commanders all in the stadium. If you went to a website, it was like WashingtonCommanders.com or something like that. It would send you to the Washington football team's homepage. It was bad.
It was really bad. And
It was really bad.
the Commanders is a terrible name.
Yes, that is not a good name.
I would rather just call them the football team.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right. So look, this episode's running long. It's late for you. It's a school night. So let's wrap this puppy up. So you got anything to say to the people?
Well, to the people I say. Now that's some fancy English.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
To the people, there was an NBA player who was born today on February 9th. Now, some may not expect who I'm about to say. Because why would I say who I'm about to say right now? But Jameer Nelson was born on February 9th. You know who else was born on February 9th?
I don't.
Jalen Green, who will be in the dunk contest and in the Rising Stars game.
Okay.
You should go watch that. Or you should not. I don't. If you want to, you can. It doesn't really matter.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, I think it's time for us to say peace on this episode.
Yes.
And everybody loved your likes and subscribes and your stuff last week. So make sure you do that. Like.
Yes.
And subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
We don't have merch.
Not yet.
We might work on it. Maybe?
Yes, maybe.
All right. Well, with that, I was supposed to start playing our outro music, but I kind of forgot to do that. So, yeah, I got an outro music. Nice. So it is what it is. But hey, we out of here.
Adios.
Adios, amigos. Peace.